Today the video is about impression for waxing, and there's a lot of important information right after the intro. Renato, I prefer digital scanning. Okay, be patient, because today's video is about conventional impression, because most dentists still work this way, and even if you only work digitally, everything I'm going to say here and show for you applies to you as well, so pay attention. We are doing here an impression for a diagnostic wax-up, and I'm making this video because many people don't give enough importance to this kind of impression. They often end up with a low quality impression, low quality models, then a poor wax-up, a poor mock-up, and the result that you don't get the predictability you need for a rehabilitation treatment or whatever you're going to do or planning. To make this impression, you can see that I'm using a retraction cord, and I'm using a retraction cord in an impression for a wax-up. Why I'm using the retraction cord? I don't want to retract the gingiva, because if I retract the gingiva, it's going to become a problem, because the wax-up will probably reach the cervical area, invading the gingival sulcus of the patient, creating an over-contour or similar issues. That's why it's very important that the cord is placed only halfway into the sulcus. That way you can open the sulcus without actually retracting the gingiva, because of the quality of the wax-up. It allows better cervical finish, which makes both composite veneers such as TRI method and ceramic veneers much easier and much more predictable. So we place the retraction cord only from canine to canine. You can place it on the entire arch depending on how you work and how you prepare your cases. And some workflows, it can even be interesting to do that. But in the way that I work, whatever it's for a composite or a ceramic veneer, I only need this cord from canine to canine in the upper arch. Why? Because in my treatments, I always try to keep my margin supragingival or at most at the gingival level. This gives me better periodontal control, better control of the final result, and also preserves an enamel margin, which is extremely important for the adhesion. Because of that, I only prepare closer to the gingiva from canine to canine, because it's a aesthetic zone. And in the posterior teeth, I keep the margin to understand better. Look at these images. My wax-up always follows this pattern. In the posterior teeth, the wax-up is farther from the gingival level, while in the anterior teeth, it's much closer. In the lower teeth, it's even more distance. This applies for both to my composite rehabilitation and also to my ceramic preparation. Look at this upper teeth. See the finish line at the canine. This is anterior tooth, so the preparation is much closer to the gingival margin than the posterior tooth. And when I can, as in the lower incisors, where the margin is even more hidden in the smile, I keep my margin even more supragingival. This preserves more tooth structure and also maintains an enamel margin, which is extremely important to adhesion. But Renato, how about the cementation line that used to be a problem in the past? Today, with the molded ceramics, their quality, translucency, the mimetic properties, we can hide it very well. Even in areas where the margin is very supragingival, like in this lower teeth, we still get excellent blending in this interface. So that's not a problem. In fact, that becomes a solution. Now let's go back to the impression. After placing the cord halfway into the sulcus, choosing the cord thickness according to the gingival sulcus, we perform a three-step impression. The first step is the palatal area. The second step is with a heavy body material over all the teeth, making an in and out movement with the tray to create a relief. Then we'll remove it Remove the impression cord, and it's important to remove it. The cord is always moistened so it doesn't cause a bleeding in the gingiva. Dry after that. Observe how the sulcus is open, then inject the light body material into the sulcus. This helps to achieve a much more accuracy copy. After injection into the sulcus, we also place material into the tray. Notice that the heavy body doesn't yet set. We remove it before it's set and then reposition while still unset. Then we hold everything together in position until it's fully set. Once it's ready, usually take 5 to 6 minutes depending on the material, we remove from the mouth and the impression is ready. Now let's go to this another case where I'm gonna explain again step by step for you. We start by placing the retraction cord, choosing the correct size for the patient's sulcus, and inserting only half into the sulcus. Never forget that. Here in the right central incisor, I intentionally place it incorrectly, fully into the sulcus to show you how you're not supposed to put the retraction cord in the gingiva, because that will cause an over-contour in the wax up. If the patient has a healthy gingiva, you don't need hemostatic agents. You can place the cord dry because moistures make it harder to insert the cord into the sulcus. The first step is the palatal area, using a simple, inexpensive material like Zetalabor. Copy that area and remove before it sets. Then place the heavy body material in the tray over all the part that the teeth are going, filling the entire tray. This technique saves a lot of material. Usually one person is enough. Bigger tray usually needs 1.5, but normally one person is enough. Place it in the mouth without the plastic film. Make in and out movements to create the relief and avoid excessive compression of the light body material that you're gonna put later. Then place the light body in the tray, moisten the cord, remove the cord, dry the sulcus, inject the light body into the sulcus, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and become a member. This really helps us and make it go bigger so I can do more video in English, practice my English, and then it's gonna be easier to listen and to understand me. Thank you. So, using a retractor in the mouth is very important to control the moisture, all the moisture during the impression. Remember, the silicone doesn't like saliva or humidity. Look now at the video how well the gingival sulcus is captured in this impression. This is going to the stone model, giving us a much higher quality cast and much more detailed wax up. That's why our planning and treatment predictability become much higher. To give you an idea, look at this mockup. This is only possible because of a great impression that produces a great stone model. See you in the next video. Kisses and bye!